Good day. So let's examine Article 2, Section 7 of 1987 Constitution, which declares the state shall pursue an independent foreign policy. In its relations with other states, the paramount consideration shall be national sovereignty, territorial integrity, national interest, and the right to self-determination. This provision marks the constitutional commitment to autonomy in international affairs rooted in our historical experience of dependency and colonial influence. An independent foreign policy means Philippine decisions in the global arena should not be dictated by more powerful nations. Historically, our foreign policy leaned heavily on the United States, given our colonial past and military agreements. The 1987 framers, mindful of the US basis controversy under Marcos, emphasized autonomy, but independence does not mean isolation. It means pursuing our own interests consistent with sovereignty and democratic values. The Constitution specifies four paramount considerations. First, sovereignty, meaning no foreign domination. Second, territorial integrity, ensuring our lands and maritime zones remain inviolable, a principle tested in the West Philippine Sea arbitration. Third, national interest, which demands that every treaty or alliance advance the welfare of Filipinos. Fourth, self-determination, both internally, meaning respecting our people's choices, and externally, by aligning with international law principles that peoples may freely determine their political status and development. The doctrine of self-imposed limitations recognizes that independence is not absolute. The Philippines may voluntarily accept international obligations that limit certain aspects of sovereignty, but only by choice. For example, joining the United Nations means renouncing aggressive war. Entering the WTO means accepting trade restrictions in exchange for global cooperation. These are not foreign impositions but conscious commitments chosen to advance the common good. The Supreme Court has clarified how independent foreign policy operates. In Tanyada versus Angara, WTO membership was upheld, recognizing sovereignty is not absolute but subject to voluntary limits. In Bayan versus Zamora, the Visiting Forces Agreement was sustained as a valid treaty in pursuit of national interest. In Magallona versus Ermita, the court upheld the archipelagic baseline law, affirming our constitutional duty to protect sovereignty and territory in line with international law. These cases show the balance between autonomy and cooperation. In a globalized world, independence does not mean isolation. We must engage with others on trade, climate change, terrorism, and pandemics. But constitutional policy insists cooperation must always prioritize sovereignty, territorial integrity, national interest, and self-determination. Independence is therefore compatible with interdependence, provided our people's welfare remains at the core. To conclude, the Constitution envisions a foreign policy rooted in independence, but not isolation. Every international commitment must respect sovereignty, territory, national interest, and the people's right to self-determination. Through the doctrine of self-imposed limitations and landmark jurisprudence, the Philippines affirms its independence while responsibly engaging in global community. Thank you.